Hello friends, welcome to my channel Botanical Studies. Today we will discuss about photosynthesis in plants. As this is the fourth last part of photosynthesis video, you will study the significance of photosynthesis, factors affecting on photosynthesis and photorespiration. Significance of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the most important natural process which sustains life on earth. The process of photosynthesis is unique to green and other autotrophic plants. It synthesizes organic food from inorganic raw materials. All animals and heterotrophic plants depends upon the green plants for their organic food, and therefore the green plants are called producers, while other organisms are called as consumers. Photosynthesis converts radiant or solar energy into chemical energy. This chemical energy gets stored in the organic food as bonds between different atoms. Photosynthetic products provide energy to all organisms to carry out their life activities. Coal, petroleum, and natural gases are fossil fuels which have been produced by the application of heat and compression on the plants and animal parts in the deeper layer of the earth. These are extremely important source of energy. All useful plant products are derived from the process of photosynthesis. For example, timber, rubber, resin, drugs, oils, fibers, etc. Productivity of agricultural crops depends upon the rate of photosynthesis. Therefore, scientists are busy in genetically manipulating the crops. Photosynthesis is the only known method by which oxygen is added to the atmosphere to compensate for oxygen being used in the respiration of organisms and burning of organic fuels. Oxygen is important in efficient utilization and complete breakdown of respiratory substrate and formation of ozone in the stratosphere that filters out and stops harmful UV radiations in reaching Earth. Photosynthesis decreases the concentration of carbon dioxide which is being added to the atmosphere by the respiration of organisms and burning of organic fuels. Higher concentration of carbon dioxide is poisonous to living beings. Factors affecting on photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is affected by both environmental and genetic factors. External factors. The environmental factors are also known as external factors, which can affect the rate of photosynthesis. These are carbon dioxide, light, temperature, water, oxygen, minerals, pollutants, and inhibitors. First, the effect of carbon dioxide on rate of photosynthesis. Being one of the raw material, carbon dioxide concentration has great effect on the rate of photosynthesis. The atmosphere normally contains 0.03 to 0.04 percentage by volume of carbon dioxide. It was been experimentally proved that an increase in the carbon dioxide content of the air up to 1% will produce a corresponding increase in photosynthesis. Effect of temperature. The rate of photosynthesis increase with increase in temperature, but if the temperature is greater than about 30 degrees Celsius, the rate of photosynthesis abruptly falls down due to thermal inactivation of the enzymes. Effect of light. Solar radiation is the ultimate source of light for photosynthesis in green plants, which moves in the form of electromagnetic waves. Out of the total solar energy reaching to the earth, about 2% is used in photosynthesis and about 10% is used in other metabolic activities. Light varies in intensity, quality, and duration affects the rate of photosynthesis. Intensity of light. The total light perceived by a plant depends upon height of the plant, size of the leaves, and arrangement of the leaves. Out of total light falling on the leaf, about 80% is absorbed, 10% is reflected, and 10% is transmitted. Intensity of light can be measured by lux meter. Effect of light intensity varies from plant to plant. For example, more in sun-loving plants and less in shade-loving plants. Rate of photosynthesis increases with increase in light intensity. except under very high light intensity where phenomenon of solarization occurs. It also affects the opening and closing of stomata, thereby affecting the gaseous exchange. Quality of light. Photosynthetic pigments absorb visible part of radiations, that is 380 nanometer to 760 nanometer. For example, chlorophyll absorbs blue to red light. Usually plant shows high rate of photosynthesis in the blue and red light region. Maximum photosynthesis has been observed in red light than in blue, followed by yellow light. The green light has minimum effect. The rate of photosynthesis is maximum in white light or sunlight. On the other hand, red algae shows maximum photosynthesis in green light and brown algae in blue light. Duration of light. Longer duration of light period favors photosynthesis. Generally, if the plant gets 10 to 12 hours of light per day, it favors good photosynthesis. Plants can actively exhibit photosynthesis under continuous light without being damaged. Effect of water. Although the amount of water required during photosynthesis is hardly 1% of the total amount of water absorbed by a plant, yet any change in the amount of water absorbed by a plant has significant effect on its rate of photosynthesis. Under water stress condition, photosynthesis is retarded due to dehydration of protoplasm. Effect of oxygen. Excess of oxygen may become inhibitory for the process of photosynthesis. Enhanced supply of oxygen increases the rate of respiration simultaneously, decreasing the rate of photosynthesis by a common intermediate substances. The concentration for oxygen in the atmosphere is about 21% by volume. Oxygen is not a limiting factor for photosynthesis. An increase in oxygen concentration decreases photosynthesis, and the phenomenon is called as Warburg effect, which is reported by German scientist Warburg in 1920 in chlorella algae. This is due to competitive inhibition of RUBP carboxylase at increased oxygen level. That is, oxygen competes for the active sites of RUBP carboxylase enzyme with carbon dioxide. If the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere decreases, then the photosynthesis will increase in C3 cycle. Effect of minerals. Presence of manganese and chlorine is essential for smooth operation of photolysis of water and evolution of oxygen. Magnesium, copper and iron ions are important for synthesis of chlorophylls. Effect of pollutants and inhibitors. The oxides of nitrogen and hydrocarbons present in the smoke react to form peroxyacetyl nitrate and ozone. Peroxyacetyl nitrate, that is PAN, is known to inhibit Hill reaction. Diquat and paraquat, commonly called as halogens, blocks the transfer of electrons between quinone and plastoquinone in PS2. Other inhibitors of photosynthesis are monouran or CMU, that is chlorophenyl dimethylurea, diuron or DCMU, that is dichlorophenyl dimethylurea, bromosyl and atrazine, which have the same mechanism of action as that of a halogens. Internal factors which affect the photosynthesis. The some important internal factors that regulates the rate of photosynthesis are protoplasmic factors, chlorophyll content, accumulation of end products, structure of leaves, and CO2 compensation point. First, protoplasmic factor. There is some unknown factor in the protoplasm which affects the rate of photosynthesis. That factors affect mainly the dark reactions. The decline in the rate of photosynthesis at temperature above 30 degrees Celsius or at strong light intensity in many plants suggests the enzyme nature of that unknown factor. Chlorophyll content. Chlorophyll is the essential internal factor for photosynthesis. The amount of CO2 fixed by a gram of chlorophyll in an hour is called as photosynthetic number or assimilation number. It is usually constant for a plant species, but rarely it varies. The assimilation number of variegated leaves of a plant was found to be higher than the green leaves variety. Accumulation of end products. Accumulation of food in the chloroplast reduces the rate of photosynthesis. Structure of leaves. The amount of carbon dioxide that releases the chloroplast depends upon the structure of leaves, like the size, position, behavior of the stomata, and the amount of intercellular spaces. Some other characters like thickness of cuticle, epidermis, presence of epidermal hairs, amount of mesophyll tissues, etc. influences the intensity and the quality of light reaching the chloroplast. CO2 compensation point. It is that value or the point in light intensity and atmospheric carbon dioxide concentration when the rate of photosynthesis is just equivalent to the rate of respiration in the photosynthetic organs, so that there is no net gaseous exchange. The value of CO2 compensation point is very low in C4 plants, from 0 to 5 ppm, whereas in C3 plants it is quite high, that is from 25 to 100 ppm. Let us study the last part of photosynthesis, that is photorespiration. Photorespiration is also called as C2 cycle or glycolate cycle or photosynthetic carbon oxidation cycle. Photorespiration was discovered by Dicker and Teo in 1959, while the term photorespiration was coined by Krotko in 1963. Photorespiration is the light-dependent process of oxygenation of RUBP and release of carbon dioxide by photosynthetic organs of the plant. In other words, respiration that is initiated in chloroplast under light conditions is called photorespiration. Occurrence of photorespiration in a plant is due to decrease in the rate of net photosynthesis when oxygen concentration is increased from 2 to 3 or 20%, or sudden increased evolution of carbon dioxide when an illuminated green plant is transferred to dark. Photorespiration is initiated under high oxygen and low carbon dioxide and intense light around the photosynthesizing plants. Photorespiration should not be confused with photooxidation. It is a normal process in some green plants. The latter, it is an abnormal and injurious process occurring in extremely intense light, resulting in destruction of cellular components, cells, and tissues. Site of photorespiration. Photorespiration involves three cell organelles via chloroplasts, peroxisomes, and mitochondria for its completion. Peroxisome is the actual site of photorespiration, contains enzymes like glycolate oxidase, glutamate glycosylate aminotransferase, peroxidase, and catalase enzymes. Mechanism of photorespiration. We know that the enzyme Rubisco catalyzes the carboxylation reaction, where carbon dioxide combines with RUBP for Kelvin cycle to initiate. But this enzyme Rubisco, under intense light conditions, has the ability to catalyze the combination of oxygen with RUBP, a process called oxygenation. In other words, the enzyme Rubisco can catalyze both carboxylation as well as oxygenation reactions in green plants under different conditions of light and oxygen carbon dioxide ratio. Respiration that is initiated in chloroplast under light conditions is called photorespiration. This occurs essentially because of the fact that the active site of enzyme Rubisco is same for both carboxylation and oxygenation. The oxygenation of RUBP in presence of oxygen is the first reaction of photorespiration, which leads to the formation of one molecule of phosphoglycolate autocarbon compound and one molecule of phosphoglyceric acid. While the phosphoglyceric acid is used up in the Kelvin cycle, a phosphoglycolate is dephosphorylated to form glycolate in the chloroplast. From the chloroplast, the glycolate is diffused to peroxisome, where it is oxidized to glycosylate. In the peroxisome, the glycosylate is used to form the amino acid glycine. Glycine enters mitochondria, where two molecules of glycine gives rise to one molecule of serine and one molecule of carbon dioxide. The serine is taken up by peroxisome and through a series of reactions it is converted into glycerate. The glycerate leaves the peroxisome and enters into the chloroplast, where it is phosphorylated to form phosphoglyceric acid. The phosphoglyceric acid molecules enters into the Calvin cycle to make carbohydrates, but one carbon dioxide molecule released in the mitochondria during photorespiration has to be refixed. In other words, 70% of the carbon lost by oxygenation of RUBP is recovered and 20% is lost as a release of one molecule of carbon dioxide. Because of this feature described above, photorespiration is also called as photosynthetic carbon oxidation cycle. Minimization of photorespiration by C4 and CAM plants. Since photorespiration requires additional energy from the light reaction of photosynthesis, some plants have mechanism to reduce uptake of molecular oxygen by rubisco. They increases the concentration of carbon dioxide in the leaves so that rubisco is less likely to produce glycolate through the reaction with oxygen. C4 plants capture carbon dioxide in a cell of their mesophils using an enzyme called phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase, and they releases it to the bundle sheath cell where oxygen concentration is low. The enzyme phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase is also found in the other plants such as cacti and succulents, who use a mechanism called crassulacean acid metabolism or CAM, in which phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase put aside carbon at night and releases it to the photosynthesizing cell during the day. This provides a mechanism for reducing high rate of water loss by stomata during the day. This ability to provide photorespiration makes these plants more hardy than other plants in dry conditions, where stomata are closed and oxygen concentration rises. This is all about photosynthesis in plant. Hope you understand all the concepts of photosynthesis. Thank you for watching this video.